we've got some brand new polling data out of Arizona that suggests the kind of impact that Republicans' extreme anti-abortion politics could have on races well beyond Kansas. Now, this is done by the activist group Indivisible, working with YouGov, when they asked Arizona voters, would you rather vote for a Republican or a Democrat for Congress? That's a so-called generic ballot question. Arizonans chose Republicans by a 5-point margin. But when the pollsters presented voters with two hypothetical candidates, one, a Democrat who supports abortion rights, the other, a Republican who supports an abortion ban, look at the massive shift. In Arizona, the Democratic candidate jumps out to a 33-point lead. 19% of Republican voters say they would prefer the pro-abortion rights Democrat in that scenario. And those trends may be starting to show up nationwide. A new Monmouth poll out today shows Democrats with a 7-point lead on the congressional generic ballot. That's the biggest lead Democrats have had all year. It lines up with the slow but steady gains that Democrats have been showing in other polls in recent weeks. But if Democrats want to capitalize on these general trends, if they want to turn widespread opposition to abortion bans into electoral victories for their candidates, they may want to start taking a close look at what happened in Kansas yesterday and how it happened. Let's do that now. Joining us is Rachel Sweet, campaign manager for the No campaign, which triumphed last night in Kansas. Ms. Sweet, thank you for joining us. Thanks for your time tonight, and congratulations on your victory.
Thank you. And thank you so much for having me.
I know you went into your campaign, into yesterday's vote, projecting confidence, but were you surprised by the size of that victory and the huge turnout that you had?
Absolutely. I do not think any of the folks working on this campaign were anticipating the turnout or the huge margin by which we were able to be successful last night. As you mentioned earlier, we know that the supporters of this constitutional amendment intentionally placed it on a primary ballot where we historically have significantly lower turnout. They wanted to pick their voters instead of letting all Kansans have a voice. But instead, the voters of Kansas decisively said that they will not support extreme restrictions on abortion in our state.
Your win, interestingly enough, as Steve Kornacki and I were watching it happen last night, it didn't just come from the obvious places, a handful of blue counties in Kansas that are clustered around urban centers. You got a lot of votes from rural counties that voted overwhelmingly for Trump in 2020. In some of those countries, your side, the no side, prevailed. In some, it didn't, but it prevailed by a whole lot less than you would have expected. Tell me about this, because the fact is you weren't going to win this referendum without getting votes from Republicans. So what did you do to reach them?
Absolutely. You cannot win a statewide election in Kansas by 59% by only talking to Democrats. We know that abortion rights and the right to personal autonomy, the right to personal freedom is a popular issue across the political spectrum. We were very intentional about starting first and foremost with who are the voters that can be motivated by this issue and how do we communicate with them. We approach this less from a position of a partisan angle, but really about what are the values that Kansans hold around not just abortion, but around what it means to be a Kansan, around personal autonomy, around individual liberty and freedom. And that was our starting point. And then partisanship was honestly a secondary factor. We knew we had to develop messages and strategies that really cut across the political spectrum. That is everything from the way that we communicated with voters on television and digital ads to the field program that we were running by talking to voters really across the state. We had a very successful partner-driven field operation where we built a broad coalition of grassroots organizations that were already doing the work. And it wasn't just your traditional partners on reproductive rights issues, right? We've, of course, had support from Planned Parenthood and Trust Women and other abortion providers in the state. But we also, we had Catholics for Choice. We had the League of Women Voters. We had Mainstream Coalition, which is an organization in Johnson County, Kansas, in the Kansas City suburbs that traditionally, works with moderate Republicans. So we built a really strong coalition so that we could tap into the advocacy and the organizations that already exist in the state and are already trusted and are talking to the voters that we need to reach.
What a remarkable description of how these things might work in 2020. Thank you for the detail that you brought to this, because I think there are really a lot of people who may not have been paying attention to Kansas 2 nights ago who are sitting there saying, what on earth did you do in Kansas? Because it really did shake the earth last night. Rachel, we appreciate your time tonight. Rachel Sweet is the campaign manager for the No campaign that successfully blocked an anti-abortion measure in Kansas yesterday. Thank you so much for joining us.